Okay, that's good. Let's just run over that again a little bit. Just repeat after me. That looks
That looks
like.
like.
That
That
looks
looks
like.
like.
One of them.
One of them.
One of
One of
them.
them.
Outside that check.
Outside that check.
Outside that
Outside that
check.
check.
That looks like one of them outside
That
that
looks like
check.
one of them outside that check.
That's good. That looks like one of them outside
That
that
looks like
check.
one of them outside that check.
Good. Okay. The reason, I like to work on speed a lot is because speed kind of presents one extra challenge, to keeping all the energy and all the feeling and all the articulation and keeping all the linking and intonation and everything working, even though you're speaking very fast. And giving you that extra challenge is one approach toward working on modifying your accent.
Okay.
If you can, when you can build your skills up to do these very fast, it's kind of also breaking rhythm patterns that might be from your accent, right? Because these rhythm patterns are obviously from like a standard American accent, or at least from a high an elevated accent is what is the term for it actually, because these are highly educated, sophisticated New England types here in this, and all of these actors, in this movie, My Man Godfrey, were stage trained actors.
Okay.
All of these actors came from working on the stage, and that's why their speech is so good.
Okay.
And that's also why they can speak extremely fast, and you'll understand every word. It comes from that stage training, and it's something you rarely see in a lot of movie actors anymore.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Every time I try to go fast, then I kind of seem to lose it all.
Uh-huh,
I-
uh-huh. And again, another thing that the speed creates that challenge, so that if you can maintain feeling everything and doing everything at that speed, it's going to just come that much more naturally when you get down to your regular pace. But also, like I said, we want to break up your regular pace. We want to break up those rhythms and experience new rhythms. The the pacing of your accent has a lot to do with it, actually. You know, it has a European kind of cadence that is different from an American cadence. And you understand when I say American too, I mean, I think we brought this up before, how Western Canadian accents may not sound the same either. They're going to have their own little regional variations. But for the most part, I think it's not that different from standard American. It's got a different kind of pace and a different way of grouping words together more casually. So one more time, that looks like one of
that looks
them sitting outside that
that
check.
looks like one of them sitting outside a check.
And when you get to one of them, uh, you can ease off a bit on the V sound in of, right? And even on the th, you can kind of ease off. So it's like one of them, one of them, one
One
of
of
them.
them. One of them.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So with some of these very fast-moving phrases, you do have to kind of give it more of treat it more like a weak form. Weak form is the expression I'm using for things that aren't that overly articulated. One of
One of
them.
them. One of them.
See, that's even more articulate than you need to be. You're making a very good V and a very good TH, but now, do you remember the section called weak forms?
Yes. Yes.
Weak, yeah, yeah, these are the little words that just are given a more weak pronunciation because they're not that important.
One of them.
And essentially, so many of these little phrases, like one of them, is think of it like one word, because that's really the way it's spoken. When it's spoken at full speed, like she's speaking it, it's treated like one of them. It's just a word. One of them.
One of them. One of them.
That looks like one of them sitting outside that shack.
That looks like one of them sitting outside a shack.
And another thing that makes this intonation easier is if you, I mean, ultimately you have to think beyond the technique of that little linking exercise and concentrate on your intention, on what it is exactly that you're saying. That looks like one of them sitting outside that shack. The more you put yourself into that situation and put an intention and a meaning with it, the more things just work automatically, right?
Right, yeah.
And ultimately, that's something that all actors understand too, you know? Even if they forget their lines, if they have their intention clear, their action that they want to play, then they don't have to worry, because then they'll stick true to it. Now, try putting that intention with it, right? And so with intentions, I don't think it's fair of you and Cornelia. I told you about this place. I don't think it's fair of you and Cornelia. I told you about this place. So I think the operative words are fair, because that's the whole idea, right? Fairness, you know, fairness or unfairness. You only have to hit the operative word. And told. If told is the other operative word, it's making the accusation why it's unfair. It's unfair because you didn't find this place. I told you about it. I told you. So all of the meaning is carried in fair and told. I don't think it's fair of you and Cornelia. I told you about this place.
I don't think it's fair of you and Cornelia. I told you about this place. I don't think it's fair of you and Cornelia. I told you about this place.
Yeah, it's much better if you put the intention with it. Play the operative words. You find the operative words like fair and told, and the rest of it just kind of is just connecting tissue. Okay, we're ready to try this again.
Okay.
This is the place, all right. That looks like one of them sitting outside that
Looks like a
shack.
pretty tough joint to me.
Stall, Irene, I'll talk to the fellow. I don't think it's fair of you and Cornelia. I told you about this place.
We got here
Well,
first.
she's not going to get ahead of me.
Very good. Very good. Now let's just do it once more. That was really good. And relaxed, too. It's got to be relaxed, right? Otherwise, it's not going to work. Here we go. The other thing that's good about this movie is, you know, this movie won 6 Academy Awards in all the major categories. I'm not talking about costume design or things like that. It won Best Script, Best Director, Best Leading Actor, Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress, and Best Actress and Best Supporting Actress. So effectively all of the top, you know, most important 6 awards that year. So it's a good movie. It's considered a real classic. And I think the performances, you know, are just very, very good.
Yeah, I like the fellow that they found at the dump. He plays really well, whoever he is.
Yeah, William Powell. He won for Best Actor that year. So yeah, it's enriching kind of material to work with it, and I like the fact too that it so much thematically mirrors our own times. You know, the Great Depression.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How'd you like to make $5?
I didn't quite catch what you said.
I said, how'd you like to make $5?
$5?
$5.
I don't want to seem inquisitive, but what would I have to do for it?
Well, all you have to do is go to the Waldorf Ritz Hotel with me, and I'll show you to a few people, and then I'll send you right back.
May I inquire just why you would want to show me to people at the Waldorf Ritz?
Oh, if you must know it's a game, you've probably heard about it, a scavenger hunt. If I find a forgotten man first, I win. Is that clear?
Yes, quite clear. Shall I wear my tails or come just as I am?
You needn't be fresh. Do you want the $5 or don't you?
Madam, I can't tell you how flattered I am by your very generous offer.
George!
However, I'm afraid I'll have to take it up with my board of directors.
Don't you touch me!
No matter what my board of directors advise, I think you should be spanked.
George, do something!
You in the habit of hitting ladies? Maybe. I'm in the habit of hitting gentlemen also, if that'll interest you.
Well, aren't you going to do anything?
Yes, let's get a policeman.
She's a very fast speaker. I don't want to. Don't want to. Don't want to.
Don't want to. Don't want to. Don't want to.
Seem inquisitive.
Seem inquisitive.
And again, always think that you're carrying over the final consonant of the preceding word, seem, carrying that over that M and using the M to start the second word. So it's really like seem inquisitive. Seem inquisitive. Seem inquisitive. Notice how easy it is to pronounce when you do that, because you're starting the word not on a vowel but on a consonant. Seem inquisitive.
Seem inquisitive. Seem inquisitive.
Yeah.
Seem inquisitive.
Watchwood. Watchwood. Watchwood.
Watchwood. Watchwood. Watchwood.
And again, you can think of that again as like the first word there is W-H-A, wa, and the second word is twud. Watchwood.
Watchwood. Watchwood.
I don't want to seem inquisitive, but what would I have to do for it?